Hello and welcome back to the colony with MotA AI. We are back in Empires of the Undergrowth, continuing on with our counterpart Freeplay. Last time we took out one of the queens up here, the green one, and that one is gone forever. What was I even making here? What is it? Mages. Majors. So let's get a whole bunch of mages down because we've got lots of it. I think I was saving food, wasn't I, for the attack, but the attack is now done. So yes, so there should be. Why are you not popping down into the base? Why are you not popping down into the base? Have you just lost that ability to do that? Someone did comment on the channel actually saying that they were having issues getting down into the base in one of the missions. I wonder if that is broken or something. We'll have a quick go at taking out these guys, and then maybe we'll have a look at that in a moment. Where are the twos going? Oh, the twos are grabbing stuff from those poppies. Okay, that's sort of fine, although that group is getting a little large now. So the fives are over here trying to deal with these guys. And then the threes are just around here. There they are. So the threes may as well come up here as well and try and deal with these, because I don't think we have enough as it stands. So that'll do that. I'm just going to wait until that hermit crab is dead. Oh, it went down so fast. So fast. We'll stick the threes in the middle there. The fives. Let's try going back into this base. We're going to get rid of that forward pheromone marker because nothing is on it. Which I think someone pointed out in the comments as well. That was my bad. Oh no, they're going down, so it's fine. It is fine and dandy. So I'm just going to pick like a far corner of this. And then just going to go through and deal with. In fact, no, we are. If we do that, that's going to miss all of the stuff, aren't they? So no, we'll let them do that chamber first. And even though it is a small... Oh, no, everything's been... Oh, because everyone's left the nest, so it's kicked me out of that view. But that's fine. So the threes are working on these aphid nests. I might split these into two groups so we can defend each of the nests at the same time. And one thing I've been meaning to talk about for a little while is how my ant colonies are doing. So I have... No one's in the ones, so that's not currently doing anything. Let's get rid of that. I might bring the twos over here then, because that's going to be like 200 food. So yes, I got all of my ants out of hibernation earlier in the month. Unfortunately, the Firedolfavaria, or however it's pronounced, didn't make it. It was surprisingly damp in my garage, which is where I put the ants to hibernate over winter. Do you want to take care of this guy first? I should smash him. They have lost a couple up there, but I think they'll do him without too many problems. Yeah, so they didn't make it. It was quite damp in the garage, unfortunately. So every colony had some degree of mold growing in the outworlds and such like. And I guess the fire dolls, because I think they're from southern Spain, I think natively. So they're probably just used to a warmer, drier climate, and they just, yeah, unfortunately they didn't handle it very well. They're also a very tiny species, so I don't know if being so small, any moisture in there would have more of a chance of impacting them, I guess. So yeah, so that was a great shame, but everyone else came through it just fine. Just looking at where I can do upgrades. Let's just do a whole bunch in here. So I'll just do a whole bunch. There's so much food at the moment. It's coming in so fast. And we probably want to look at excavating a bit more space in our nest as well. So we don't have a lot of space. Can we do any upgrades to our food store?
The workers have done all they can to improve
a little, but not
stores.
much. Yeah, I might bring the twos in and start excavating some more nest space, I think. Because we could do with some. And this is another... This is the other... Yes, we could also get those down. I seem to remember struggling a little bit to sort of keep a good handle on the food in our first attempt, but... At this point, we're doing all right. So the twos have dealt with that. There's a spider up there. There's just a few worms up there. Actually, let's send the twos up there to grab those. There's a whole bunch of food up there. Yeah, we were up there at one point, weren't we? And I think we got attacked. Did we get attacked? I can't remember now. And there's a fish. Where is this? Oh, it's up the top. Which is a mild problem. We'd have quite a long route to get there. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Where are you going? So yes, my other colonies, though, are doing fine. So I have 3 other Lasius Nigers and a Messer Barbarus. The Messer Barbarus I was quite concerned with because they can have some issues with mold because of the fact they store the seeds in their nests and everything and in their formicariums, so they can have some issues if it does get a bit moldy, that will creep into their nest. I have heard that before, but we were okay. They got through, and they're all doing very well now. They've all had some delicious crickets and honey and all sorts of things, and sugar water and water. One of the colonies, the bigger of the Lasius niger colonies, the biggest one, I give them little tubes of water. I think it's about 2.5 mil or 5 mil of water. I can't remember now. So they have water, and they have one for sugar water as well. And the biggest colony drained that tube of water dry in, I don't know, like a couple of weeks, a week or so. Normally it lasts like so long. I have to actually look until it starts getting moldy to start thinking about replacing it. But yeah, they had so much so quickly. It was very, very surprising. I might send these twos up there. They're going to go for some of that other food first, but that's fine. Got lots of spiders up there. I don't really care about them. That'll just be a ladybird they're fending off. Yes, yes, yes. And then we need to think about taking care of this blue colony down here. Now, I think when we left, they had a pretty good food source. They don't seem to have much at the moment, and they're kind of just throwing themselves against that meaninglessly, to be honest. We might be in a pretty good position to take them on as is. Are you carrying something? Just looks like you've got some really cool glasses. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, this doesn't look the same when we go into photo mode. That's a shame. It looked like he was just carrying some, like, VR glasses or something. But still, they are an awesome model, aren't they? Awesome model. Anyway. So they're attacking these little... Oh, they're actually very chunky ants, aren't they? They're wood ants. I think so. I think they're brown in there. So we'll continue gathering food. We'll continue upgrading our colony. And then we'll try attacking the blues this video, definitely. I think we're going to be pretty strong pretty quickly, really. Is it worth going for this if they have to strengthen them? They are, and we're actually losing to them a little bit, so maybe we won't do that. There is another aphid nest down here, so I think I'll send the twos down here instead then. So the twos are going down there, the threes and fours are up here, the fives are emptying that nest, which they're almost done with there, so we'll start moving them into these other chambers, which is actually bigger food, and I did consider skipping this chamber because it's smaller food, but what I think we'll do is maybe drop that into the ones, tell them to go up there, and then we'll bring the ones down here, so we have a group of medias and a group of majors go into each of those aphid sites. And then our worker group going to go into that nest and just scavenge some things. So I might expand that worker group, I think. We have plenty of food, and having more workers to do food gathering is definitely not going to hurt us. And we can leave them doing a bit of gathering. In fact, I need to turn their attack. Oh, their attack's already off. Good. Good. Oh no, looking at the wrong ones. The 5's attack needs to be off, and their attack needs to be on. So let's get some more workers so they can gather the food from that nest a bit quicker. They are dealing with the... Oh, that one disappeared down there, look, already. That's a mild shame. That's a mild shame. So I guess we'll just leave them all go into that one aphid nest. It seems a bit crazy. Well, there is that one. There is this one up here. Maybe we'll go for this one instead. I don't know if there are any other particularly good food sources about. There are no fish or anything that I can see. So they're working their way. I think they're working their way towards the poppies, perhaps. I can't quite tell. Oh, food stores are full. Which one is this? This is, yeah. Let's get some medias down. Of course, if you're not aware, I am doing an army ant only counterpart free play, which is why we don't have any of the slave makers or the trap jaws. And I was very happy as well to see in the comments for the previous video that a few other people said that they also found, particularly with the counterpart colony, that the start was so important. If you had a start which wasn't very optimal in terms of where you had some food sources and everything, or if you had a start where the enemy had a very good start and you didn't, it was pretty much a no-go straight away. So I was very happy to see other people had that same experience. Hello, giant fish right next to my base. That is right next to my base. Let's send the 2s and the 1s up here. And our food stores are full, so I think for the short term we're just going to say upgrade a bunch of things. Now, I think someone did say in the comments, I don't think it's actually on the Counterpart Freeplay,
Colony is starving.
but I think someone did say that you shouldn't really worry too much about upgrading the army mages to level 3, but we're doing it, I suppose. That's the end of that, isn't it? We'll deal with the consequences later on. So this should help our food gather up quite quickly because there's so much so close to us. I've sent a lot of them up there, but that's so we can take care of this, and also so we can take care of this tiger beetle if it strays too close as well. So I'm going to move them all slightly closer to the head so they can hopefully deal with these ants en masse rather than getting stuck out. We're dealing with, oh, they've got a tiger beetle down there, but there are loads of ants coming in, so we're going to be fine. Some of those aphid nests have disappeared though, so I'm going to send the 4s up to that one instead. We do still have this one down here as well. If we think this one's doing okay, I might grab the 2s. Oh, they keep thinking about it. I might grab the 2s and send them down there then. As long as the tiger beetles stay out of the way, we'll be okay. So they're still there, they're still there. They are still gathering everything from this nest, which is great. Food stores are full again. I didn't even mean to do that. So let's pop back into our nest. Just do a whole bunch of other upgrades, sort of randomly hodgepodged around. Apart from the workers, we don't want to worry about upgrading workers. And then we'll think about where we're going to upgrade some other things. We can continue extending these mages. We can make them a little bigger. We could also actually extend these mages as well, couldn't we? Maybe we'll do that. I can't think. No, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't matter too much once they're beyond that 19 size, as long as you do it. I'm going to chicken off that one because it's just a little too close to that, and we don't have anything in this to deal with it if it appears, so yeah, we're going to chicken off that one. Get some more mages down. They're doing pretty well at this fish. Pretty well at this fish. Not a lot of them to deal... Oh, there we go. There's a few more of them appearing now. That's fine. This aphid nest is pretty much empty. They're going into a fight with something. I'm guessing it's just a ladybird. These aphid nests are still here, which is the main thing. And they are still working on this nest. In fact, we're probably going to have to start telling them to go somewhere else. So I'm going to stick with this 3 in here. I know that's less food, but it's close. Yeah, we're going to stick with that for the moment. Lots of ladybirds down on this aphid nest. Probably too many for us to deal with in a short period of time. Are they struggling to get enough ants getting food off of it? I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. We'll leave them going. We'll leave them going. And then down here, so we've got the workers, we've got these guys, but that's there. These guys we can extend pretty nicely. These guys we're pretty much stuck with there, and these guys we can expand a little bit until we start hitting those. The fish is going down in size quite fast, which is nice. So certainly, as soon as that fish is gone, or if we lose one of these aphid sources, we will bring people inside the nest to start clearing out some more space. Are we going to need it? Should we just focus on upgrades? Maybe we'll just focus on upgrades and get them gathering food outside. That might work out a little better. All those beetles have disappeared. Does that mean night's incoming and that's why they've all run away? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. That fish is almost gone. There is quite a lot of food over in these seeds though, so I might go for some of that before they go elsewhere. How are these doing? Oh, they just got stuck. They were going for that spider's nest, but it's now disappeared. They have an aphid nest there, but way too many ants to be supported by an aphid nest. I think we're going to steamroll over them when it comes to it. Like, they haven't even decided to go for those seeds down there like you'd expect them to. See, I think we're going to be way ahead of them. That's what I think. Oh, just noticed our food is getting quite high again. We don't want to fill up, so let's do...
The workers have done all they can to prepare this.
Some more upgrades. Use all that food up. No more upgrades. We can get a couple of 12s in, actually. That's a little boost, won't it? In fact, that'll give us that one as well, which would be nice. Which would be nice. Could extend the... I think they started digging that. I think that's why I had that slightly different look to it. Let's expand... Oops, no, that's wrong. Let's expand the food store a bit and add some more food tiles in. No, it's just a different tile look. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Wonder what that signifies, if anything. So we'll upgrade those. That just gives us a nice little boost to our food. So the ones are done there. We're going to send those down to that poppy plant over there. There's another one there. It's a little bit defended, but nothing too crazy. That aphid nest is still there. That aphid nest is still there. That aphid nest is still there. But it's quite a lot for those single groups to be dealing with, really. Well, it's an aphid nest. I could see it on the mini-map and I couldn't see what it was, but it's the aphid nest up the top there, which is a slightly awkward placement, so we're not too worried about that. Just trying to keep an eye on the food sources. We want to make sure that nothing too amazing arrives next to these guys. Yeah, again, they got a whole group there just sat doing nothing. That's crazy. Got a lot of food coming in again, but our food store is now up to 2,000, so that's not too much of a problem. Obviously, the ones have absolutely smashed that. So I'm going to send the ones over here, actually. There are some little tiger beetles, but they should be able to deal with those without a problem. Twos have got some ladybirds to deal with. That also isn't a problem. Fours are still going. Threes are still going. In fact, the tiger beetles disappeared. Look, they got started fighting this. That's really useful, actually. Not so useful that I was hoping to take them en masse a little bit. That was the plan. But obviously, now that we are split up because they were gathering the food from the seeds. So we'll send them down here to take care of this one. And then we'll leave the threes there and bring the twos back down here. Wonderful. Lots and lots of food again, so let's do some upgrades.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Wonderful. In fact, we're going to get some more food store in place. It costs very little, but it can have quite a large impact if stuff goes horribly wrong all of a sudden. So they're going to gather all that lovely food up, then we'll send them back up there to that poppy. Is it a poppy? I'm not making. It is a poppy, yeah. Night is definitely... the fours have lost their food source. So the fours are going to come in. We're going to use the fours to empty some of the space, I think. So we're going to get rid of these. Get rid of these. Get rid of these as well in particular, because they are quite problematic. Quite awkwardly placed there. Stops a lot of stuff from expanding. So we're going to dig our way in there and deal with those. Have a quick look at the ones. And the ones... oh, that poppy plant's... oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Don't go. Don't go. Come back. Let's send the ones over to that poppy plant. Oh, it's hermit crabs. Mild pain in the terms of the health they've got, but they're not really going to be much of a threat to a whole group of angry, rage-infected mages, are they? So that's that. So I'm going to extend these guys up here, because these guys we can always extend out there and down there. Let's bring the fours over here so we can expand these. And I might just get those two piddly ones there, although I'm not as bothered by those. But at least then it gives us a route to expand all of our little nests, which is what we want really. Just check everything's still there. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Although we're not going to see as much food coming in from them as you might expect. And then let's go and take care of these. Or we can also get our food stores down, and just as our food stores fill up. How opportune. So I think we're all good. We don't need to worry about that too much. Food stores are full. Let's... they have just started building them. Okay. I do actually probably need to get some more... I suppose I'll just send those into that group, wouldn't I? But then it is quite useful having the other ones doing... yeah, I might build another group of workers to act as an internal nursery.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
Just circling around, upgrading them as soon as they're built, so all the workers are there, and I can do the upgrades as they are building. Yeah, having 7 inside is not enough. We are definitely going to need more. So we might use the 4s to look at harvesting a little space out for them. Where are they going to go? I suppose, no, we don't want to extend those though, do we? No, so let's actually come down here. Let's bring the 4s over here, and we'll go in this direction, and we'll make a little group of workers over there to act as additional nursery forces. Little spiders, was it? I saw them fly across the map. Some human little spiders. And then let's just think if we just extend this like this. We're not too worried about the shape for workers again, but just in case this opens anything up, I think it'll probably open these up. We'll leave the 4s in there for the moment. Oh, the 1s? Go and deal with that. Because he's pretty damaged. And he's going to be 100 food. You are going to have to deal with the little ants that come out as well, though, aren't you? Ah, the 1s are getting... oh, sorry, the 5s are getting mullered by that. So we're going to pull those off a second. We're going to try send in the 2s as well. Where are the 2s? Right, we're going to end up just put them... oh, he's actually coming straight for us. He's actually just making his way to our nest, so... right, everyone just pull back to the queen. Everyone just pull back to the queen. Because he's going to be all over the place. We just need to make sure the queen's defended. And everyone can just grab him as and when he runs past them. Right, he is now gone. Excellent. So we'll put those back in the 2s. The 2s can go over there. The 3s go back to their aphid nests. They can go back on the 5 group. Let's pop down here. Let's make a whole bunch of workers just act as a nursery force. In fact, I'm just going to go like this. It's way too many, but I'm not too worried about that. And then the 4s. What are the 4s going to do? What are the 4s going to do? Go and help the 1s, I think, because they are struggling a little bit to gather food and deal with the ants as they're coming out. So that'll help them gather that 100 food from over there. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Where are you going? What did you... alright, let's watch this guy. Because that is cheekily close to my nest, which I don't appreciate. And I'm not too sure... that fish. That's what you're going for. Oh, I will fight you for that fish. All day, all night, sunshine. 1s and 4s go over there. Sod that 100. They can have that 100. We will go to war and our food stores are full. I did see that pop up. Let's go and actually first of all just I'll do some more upgrades up there, which will help. And then let's get some upgrades. Also not some upgrades, some additional ants down there. Let's dig out some more space over here in case we want to do that. Might be a bit too much, but that's fine. We can think about expanding those. And we'll dig out a couple of rows for those as well. And then we're not going to send the 1s over there. We still want the 1s going to that fish. Which I think is going to work out quite well for us, because we're going to sort of whittle away the enemy's ants as we're taking the food source they're trying to use. So I think that's going to be quite alright for us. Right, let's get some more mages down. Do you not have enough food to build that tile? I mean, I do. We've hit our limit. We've hit our limit, so now everything's costing thousands and thousands. Yes, 468 to place one of those and 2,000 to place a major. So yeah, we have hit the limit of ants we are going to have. So in that case, we will just work on some upgrades for a short period. Maybe whilst we just gather this fish. And then we're just going to go on all-out war. All-out war. So what have we got? 2s and 3s. Let's bring the 2s and 3s into a single group. I'm going to move them up there. Going to clear a path for the 5s might be having issues because there are so many hermit crabs around, particularly if they're going downstairs, which they are. Yes, we might have to abandon that enemy nest for now then, which means we do have way too many workers. But it's hello. I don't know if he's going for my nest or if he's trying to just en masse go for that fish, but either way he started something now. How is that fish? That fish is gone. Now in that case, let's just make one huge group, which we're going to use the 2s for no other reason than they were available. We're going to go to war. We're going to go to war, sunshine. You wanted this, you got it. I've only got 800 food, but it'll have to do. We do have some ants taking some food back still. Might just run over there and have a few more taking some aphid food back, just so we can at least get ourselves up to a good 1,000. There is a poppy over there actually, so I might just stick the ones going over there. So we do have a small amount of food incoming still. Right, everyone over here, because he is bringing out another force. Oh, not for us though, he's given up with us now. He is given up with us now. I'm going to leave the 2s food gathering on. It is going to cost us a little bit in terms of ants, because I'm going to swing down here and grab these poppies. But I'm not too worried about that. I don't want to go for the spider's nest. They're just too much of a hassle. Oh, that dude is. Of course, the mages aren't bothered by the spiders, so that's fine. So they've got an aphid nest there, or are they meaning to abandon their food source? I think they are. I think that's quite clever of them. So they've abandoned gathering the food there, so they can come on partly the offensive and partly the defensive. That's, yeah, quite a clever little tactic. What is that? It was a hermit crab. A mild annoyance is going to hold up some of our ants, but that's fine. Because once it's gone, it'll be a good little food source for everyone to deal with. And at this point, really, we are just whittling away. There was someone, I think they posted on it was on an earlier video, it wasn't the last counterplay one, so I don't know when they'll actually see this, but someone was, as I said earlier in the video, someone was unable to get into the nest. So just to make it clear, if you're still watching at this point, my friend, as you can see, when I go near the nest, near any of the entrances or near the middle of the nest, it gives that little down arrow next to the mouse cursor. That's what you need to look out for. That's when it'll tell you that you can actually go into the nest if you click that point. So they are doing quite a huge amount of damage to us, really. I'm just going to try and gather back here. Oh, spiders are going to come and get involved. We did actually take out all of their forces. I thought they were all going to be dead. So we're just going to wait for until we have a few more ants. Apart from these guys who are like, nope, I ain't waiting. And then I think we're just going to go straight into their nest then. I'm wondering if they actually have any food left at this point. Or they have a little bit. They're still going to go for their aphids. Is that all their forces, I wonder? So we're just going to click on their queen. We're going to have a quick look around. They've got no food. They've got lots of ants ready to go. And she is going to have royal guard because this is our colony. So she is going to have royal guard. So everything is going to hatch, which is always, always painful. But we've still got 1,000 food. Just about. I don't know how long that's going to last. There's the royal guard. So that is all of her enemy forces, or her friendly forces from her perspective, have hatched all at once. So we're probably going to struggle to take care of those a little bit. Yes, because there are way too many. So again, we're just going to go here. I'm going to tell them all to just hold fire a little bit if we can. They are still charging it. If we go in particular for this group here, we're probably the ones who were there when the Royal Guard was initially summoned, who got wiped out in that little melee. Oh, that plant's disappeared. That is a mild annoyance. That is a mild annoyance. So we're going to wait for this group here to arrive, and then we're going to go back into her nest. She sent out, oh, I was going to say a single ant, but there was another one that was behind them. We have another sort of big old backup force coming in there as well. And then again, we're just going to try and push forward to the Queen. We still have 1,000 food. The ones found a little bit of food, or these guys found a little bit of food somewhere. Again, quite cleverly, they abandoned that fight in the front and they just went back to their Queen. I'm impressed with the AI, I really am. They're not just dumb. They don't just sort of lumber forward doing what sort of very simplistic tasks. They seem to think about what they're doing a little bit. So we are, as you can see, we are whittling through their forces. Whittle, 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 whittle. And is this another one of our group? I think we have another big old group of ants coming in to act as a bit of a reserve force should we need them. But she doesn't have a lot of ants left. We don't have a lot, actually. Oh no, there she goes. She's dead. We killed her before we killed all her forces. Wonderful. Wonderful. We are victorious. Look at that.
And strength, taking its rightful place as the ultimate power in this patch of the Undergrowth.
The ultimate power. Yes, indeed. That is me. So someone pointed out in the chat on the live stream last week that the beta levels that I ran through a few videos back have all disappeared now. Slug Disco did say that would be the case. They'd only be around for a short period. They are going to bring them back from what I can gather from their wording, that they will sort of be taken away, worked on perhaps, or they'll work on AI and stuff, and then they'll bring those levels back to test any sort of new features or implementations they bring into it. So don't worry too much. They will return at some point, so you can have a go at them if you didn't previously. If you are interested and you haven't watched the videos, of course, and do check out those videos for those levels. But that means, what do we do next time? What are we going to do next time? It will almost certainly be a free play style a run again, because we've done most of the missions. There are a couple we haven't done on Insane, but I think Front Lines we didn't do on Insane, but it did seem to be just way too insanely hard, so not sure that you want to watch me just try and fail that like 20 times in a row. It's up to you. Maybe you do, in which case let me know in the comments. Otherwise, give me some ideas for free play setups. If some of you guys have put things in the previous videos talking about like 2v2 and that sort of thing, so let me know some specific setups you'd like to see me try, and I'll run through the comments and see what we're going to do next time. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, all of those good things. And as I mentioned, I do stream every Wednesday at 7 PM UK time, so come along and say hello. It'll be wonderful to see you there. Otherwise, I shall see you next time in Empires of the Undergrowth. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.